Welcome back to Monday Morning Jolt. Today with us is Connie Gorrell. Did I say your name correctly?
You did, Connie Gorrell.
Connie is an author and she wears many hats. She does social media, she has a lot of things, a lot of angles of looking at things. She's a true professional and I'm holding her book that I got from her. Connie, tell us, what do you do? Like, how do you define, like, how do you put you in a box?
You put me in a box by not putting me in a box. I make a living thinking outside the box. That's not how I roll, basically. But no, actually, I started a company, a home-based business, and I do marketing and social networking, as you mentioned. And I'm an author. And you're right, I wear a lot of hats. So when you launch a home-based business, you kind of figure out that there's a lot that goes in with that, and you have to find a need and fill it.
So the name of the book is The Art of Local Advertising.
Right.
And then it's a small book, so you can read it quickly.
In a weekend.
In a weekend,
yes.
Right? And what's this thing about this red, blue, and yellow bag?
Those are primary colors, and your eyes are drawn to primary colors.
Okay, I like this cover. So tell us that, you know, like you are in business, like, this show is called Monday Morning Jolt, right? So how do you get yourself motivated on Monday?
Monday to me is an opportunity. And I think of Mondays, I don't think of, oh gosh, it's another work week. I think, you know, Monday is the beginning of the work week. And Monday is the day that you kind of set your plan in motion for the rest of the week. I like to kind of divide my week up into 5 sections and do Monday through Friday if that's the ideal work week for me usually. But I like to kind of set things apart and categorize, like on Monday I plan this, Tuesday I plan that. But Monday is the opportunity of the days to come. So Monday is your day to decide what kind of a week you're going to have. Things happen. It doesn't always go as planned, but most times you can get a good handle on what you're going to do by really setting yourself plans on Monday.
So on that topic, right, what kind of advice can you give other businesses based on what you do, like a simple one-time advice?
Use your resources. So many times, especially, I like to help mom and pop companies and mom and pop businesses. I have some larger clients as well, but I like to help the smaller businesses, and I tell them most usually they have a lot of resources going for them the way it is, whether it's their staff or their product. And so we just go back to the basics and use your resources. You don't need to spend a lot of money poorly in advertising and marketing if you can be unique, creative, and customized. And then one of the things that most people don't recognize is, I'm sure you'll agree with me, there are a lot of resources that sometimes we overlook them. We think we have these perceptions that it's expensive or nobody's going to help me or you know, things like that. That's a very good point, because what I'm kind of specializing in now too is that, well, I do event planning too, and I've had some big events. Yeah, you missed that one. That's my other hat. That's a big hat. But as far as misconceptions on how much things cost, I'm just a one-trick pony. I'm a one-person business. I've got a couple of assistants that help me with different projects, but the misnomer is that mobile marketing and social media marketing are very, very expensive, and depending on what you want to do, it sure can be. But my niche is, like I said, helping the smaller businesses and mom and pop businesses, and I like to make sure that everything is done affordably and very customized.
So Connie, tell me, do you have an adage that you live by?
I do.
Okay.
I saw your last interviews. I know. Actually, there's 2 signs in my house that I think about, and I see these on the refrigerator and in one of my windows. But it's a quote by Thoreau, and it's "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams." Because, you know, when you're not on your authentic path as far as your profession goes, something has to happen to get you in line with what you really need to be doing, and that's your dream. So, you know, part of that is splitting between the passion of something that you like to do as a hobby, but can that really be a viable business?
Oh, yeah.
So you have to kind of divide those things. You know, you want to do something that you love to do, but you also want to make sure that you can make money doing that.
Yes,
so,
yes,
so a hobby doesn't necessarily make a good business. But I felt like I have been on an authentic path before professionally, and I mean, I've done a lot of things that have been successful in a lot of ways, and I'm very, very thankful for all of those. But I'm following my true passion now. I have some writing projects that I'm doing for some large publishers, and taking care of my clients here at home.
So, if you were to have a superpower, what would that be?
You know, I have 2 or 3 of them I'd like to have. If you could
so you can combine
put an order in for me.
Yeah.
Part of me, I would like to see into the future. I'd like to see where we're going. I'd like to see what the next big thing is, and get on the coattail and ride that wave. But I'd also like to be able to wiggle my nose and take a break in the islands, and you know, be like on Bewitched when she wiggles her nose and she can pop in and out of places. I'd love to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's 2 superpowers.
That's 2 superpowers.
I'll just allow 1 though, right?
Yeah, you can have all you want.
Okay, 2.
So, what is it? I mean, you say that you are an open book. What is something that not many people know about you?
My husband is a pilot, a play pilot, not a professional pilot, but he flies for fun, and it's his passion. And though I support him and his hobby, I don't love it like he does.
Oh, okay.
So there are people who think that, oh, you're so lucky and you can go anywhere you want to do. I don't really love it like he does. So thank you. You reminded me of that earlier.
So, the art of local advertising. What's in this book in a nutshell, without giving it out? Without giving it out,
it's chock full of tips. These are things that I kind of devised as I was doing my business earlier in the 90s, and I did all my own marketing and a lot of tricks. But what this basically is how to keep your customers coming back to your business in a very competitive marketplace. And this goes above and beyond, and I don't want to say anything bad about Groupon or Living Social or those kinds of things. They definitely have their place in the marketplace today. But that they do not promote customer loyalty, and this book is full of how to keep your customers loyal. And there's a lot of unique tricks and things to do, even in combination with working with other merchants. That you know, if I will give them this product and send them to you, if you give that product and send them back to me. So there's a lot of cooperation, but it's all about keeping customers loyal and customer satisfaction. And it's an easy read book. It's like few pages, and you can finish it in a weekend, right? How do they buy this? Amazon.com. Amazon.com? Yes. And the most important question is, how do they get hold of you? I know you are a very busy person. You're always working on something. Always. How do they get hold of you? What's the phone number and the web address? You can reach me. Actually, there's a couple things. I've got some things in motion now, but I've launched my website, which is ConnieGorrell.com, and that's 2 R's, 2 L's, 2 N's, and Connie. So two of everything. But ConnieGorrell.com is kind of a catch-all website for me right now. That's me personally. It has a lot. It's some of the radio shows that I've done and some of the writings that I've done. But as far as mobile marketing and social media marketing, network marketing, online reputation management, all of that, you can go to ConciergeCustomMarketing.com. Okay, that's a pretty long one. We'll try to put this on the bottom of the screen. You gotta spell Concierge correctly too. That's kind of a tough one. That's a tough one. Or just give me a call. I think I'm in the Woodburn phone book. Okay. So we would like to thank New Ground for having us, letting us host this here. And we would like to thank you, the audience, for listening in. We would like to thank Connie for coming and joining us. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.